Coach, winter is just around the corner as you get a look at New Era Field just south of Buffalo, New York. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This is taken at his 4. And an alley to run. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Call that a 96-yard house call on the kick return as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
On the ready.
Check right corner. Hey, check. Man left. We got three, fellas. We got three.
Shoot!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, zoom. Pilot, 64, weak. Ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 7 yards there and a first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McGill. It's caught. Lockett. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first down.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Ravens 14, Bills 0.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. First down, Weston. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Right back to him on first down. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Bills' 37-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Let's go, team. Let's go.
Play action. Now Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Jackson on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson escaping the pressure right. Touchdown, Ravens. Tucker now to add the point after. And it is now 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Okay, break. 54. Mike 54. Let's go. 49. 6-6. Pull it high.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, McGill. Looking middle, and that's complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gain?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard's going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go ahead and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
54, Mike. 54, Mike. Ready?
On 3rd down, McGill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Come on, let's go. At their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Jackson to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
It's 2nd down. That's the end of the first quarter.
21-0 our score after one.
Bills nothing.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Watch that end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
And to give this time to the tailback. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half.
Ravens 28, Bills nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Let's go. 10 Lobo. Topper, topper. Bam, bam, five.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
It's just me and you.
To throw on second down. McGill. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Ready, ready. 30 base. I'm coming. You go tight. You got tight. General West. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Deep dribble.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Check 53. We ain't giving up nothing today.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Throwing left side, it's complete. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Jackson's throw caught here by Boykin. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. And to give this time to the tailback. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Play action. It's Jackson. Got a man. It's Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler. First-round pick back in 2012. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me something. Give me something. Here we go. Deuce.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Jackson will throw again. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Check.
To throw again is Jackson. He gets it to Brown. Good play. One heck of a 3rd down conversion. 33 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there.
They're not ready for this.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys continue to pour it on. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Ravens 35, Bills nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Third down and 10.
The Bills on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, McGill. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 95 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Let's go.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Down. 70, Indy.
They run a draw here on second down. And he's got some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Check 26, check 26.
From the gun, Jackson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Strong right. I got you, son.
They'll run on first down. Weston. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction.
I'm trying to collect.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Jackson down, operating from the gun. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, as the first half is winding down, as his guys continue to pour it on. Tucker with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half.
Ravens 49, Bills 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
36-yard line.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Here's 2nd and 8. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
You got three down.
5. Right back to him on first down. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here we go. Set. 10-2 start. Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. Hey, Alpha. 45. Get up.
Off the play fake. McGill sliding out of the pocket. And now he's going to use his legs. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
On the set. Mike 54. Did you get this, boys?
To throw on third down. McGill. And this is going to be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Jackson. Over the middle, it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Joker. Switch.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
All day, every day, any day.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side, Weston. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Ready, ready. Set the plan. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Back, back, back. 80 weapons. Hey, motion.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Watch 52. 52's the mic. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Undercrush.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Ravens 56, Bills 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
At the 47-yard line.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Get it.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Matt Judon there to bring him down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Go.
Looking to throw on second down. McGill, they'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Let's go. 60 or. Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Haywood.
45's the mic. 45's the mic.
Let's go.
Off play action. McGill. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
Let him know, let him know.
Shoot.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
We got double up, double up.
Throwing on third and long. McGill. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will be out of bounds as the third quarter comes to an end with an INT. Back now in Buffalo. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
It's a loss of 4. Now third down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out-and-out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible because right now he is wrecking things for them.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. This will be caught by Brown. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. The Ravens on third down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now it's Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. 21 yards there on third down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Jackson now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world. Check Check 50. Check 50.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Ravens on 3rd down. They haven't been stopped yet. A perfect 7 for 7. This is 3rd and 4.
Let's go.
Now they'll run on the draw. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Get wide. Bravo. 5.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Okay, ready? Squeeze. Protein spill. 5.
On 3rd down, McGill. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Matt Judon in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it. Yeah. He needs better protection, that's for sure. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Ready.
53. Mike. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
We got this.
Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
They'll come out in the pistol. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And they give this time to the tailback. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Strong right.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 16. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Hey, watch the lane. Check Mike 99, Mike 99. Hey, come on out here. Say go.
On 4th down, McGill. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
Ready? 60 outlaw. Hey, they're scared. They're scared. Shoot.
And they take a knee.
McSorley on the keeper. A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh. Switch. Ready.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they will take a knee here. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Baltimore, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, this season is beyond salvage now as they fall to 2-10. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.